not fat burning, but beta oxidation of fatty acids. Capsaicin, for example, from hot peppers indeed contributes to weight loss, and the mere presence of a woman causes them anxiety, leading to problems.
If you are struggling with a lot of stress and anxiety, here are the 3 best adaptogens for anxiety. And adaptogens help our body react to stress or adapt. Okay, and number 3 is ginseng. So ginseng is great as that adaptogenic effect, helping our body to react to our cortisol levels and our stresses throughout the day.
Adaptogens work very well. Adaptogens are a broad class of compounds. These are mostly plant-based systems that increase the body's non-specific resistance.
Number 2 on the list is maca. I love maca, great for balancing cortisol and our stress levels, but also great for both men and women for things like libido and balancing the other hormones like estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone.
Peruvian maca is well known as a male plant that enhances potency, but at the same time, it really alleviates anxiety because impotence, that is, erectile dysfunction, can be related to purely psychological aspects, such as the internal anxiety that arises in particularly impressionable men when they, so to speak, find themselves in the appropriate situation, and the mere presence of a woman causes them anxiety, leading to problems. Here's Peruvian maca. Indeed, it can be useful here.
And number 1, as you probably may have guessed, ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is probably the most well-known adaptogen. Love it for stress and anxiety.
2 particularly effective adaptogenic plants are ginseng. The best is red Korean ginseng and Indian ginseng, which is called ashwagandha. This plant indeed has a very pronounced ability to reduce such tension, stress. Next, products that help combat anxiety, increased excitability, and so on. There are quite a few products here. These can include tranquilizers, tranquilizing products, and herbal components. For example, if you want to address this state of anxiety, you can use a mixture of valerian, motherwort, and hawthorn. Well, that's enough. And this system will already relieve anxiety, tension, and stress.
Did you know that there's anti-obesity foods where the more of them you eat, the easier it is for you to drop body fat? Here are 16 of some of the best anti-obesity foods that we found help women specifically melt body fat without counting calories.
Well, that's absolutely correct. Indeed, these products, firstly, some of them contain high quality, if not completely full-fledged protein, for example, beans. To some extent, it replaces meat products, and products like hot peppers, for example, which contain substances of a burning nature, are called capsaicin. Capsaicin, for example, from hot peppers indeed contributes to weight loss, or more precisely, promotes fat burning. And first of all, the fact is that the components of the pepper block the process of energy production in the form of ATP. And energy, the oxidation of food products, turns into heat. There is a lack of ATP, and the body then begins to actively burn, let's say, fats. That is why such spices in general, with hot pepper as an example, indeed through this mechanism, lead to a reduction in fat mass. As for apples, berries, and so on, firstly, they are sources of vitamins and minerals without which we can't even talk about burning. I am using the terminology of the authors. It would be correct to say, if this were professional language, not fat burning, but beta oxidation of fatty acids. And there, vitamins B2, B3, and so on are absolutely necessary. This is mainly what is meant when using berries, those that are listed and so on. But in addition, in apples, in berries, in cabbage, there are so-called ballast substances, as they were previously called. These are products of the class of enterosorbents, which absorb fats and reduce them, entering the body, which also leads to weight loss, and reduces the volume of food consumed because these materials swell and create a feeling of fullness, which is very important because overeating is the most dangerous. These products prevent overeating. Therefore, indeed, such a combination is absolutely necessary to use in order to combat unwanted excess body weight. But I must immediately note that without physical exercise, and effectively that is muscle work, losing weight in a healthy manner is hardly achievable. Therefore, let's say we prepare literally salad from cucumbers, cabbage, green beans, grated carrots, add hot pepper there, and naturally some vegetable oil, preferably olive oil. Here you go, such a salad. The oil should be in a limited amount so there aren't too many calories. Such a salad will indeed lead to a reduction in body fat because its calorie content is low. Next, berries of various kinds, including those listed here. This is a kind of dessert that in general enriches the body with vitamins and minerals necessary for burning, by the way. Let's not forget about this. And secondly, for other processes, including providing the body with antioxidants, this system, when used wisely in conjunction with physical activity, for example, Nordic walking. I can use myself as an example, Nordic walking with poles, with weights on the hands. And that's why I maintain my body weight without restricting myself, especially in terms of diet